Alright, what is up boys and girls? Welcome back to another video on liquidity, supply and demand, going over the 80% win strategy that's been absolutely killing it for me over the past 6 or 7 months. I saw quite a few traders talking about this V-shaped recovery style strategy on Twitter. I got intrigued about the potential of it, so I went and did some back testing, and recently I've been trading it myself on my funded accounts. It's been an absolutely incredible win rate strategy for me, getting around an 80% win rate, which is absolutely ridiculous, as you can imagine. Trading in Forex or in any kind of market is exceptionally difficult, and getting a win rate that high is absolutely unprecedented for me. So I did just want to go over the strategy in this video, and also wanted to let you know, if you do want to get signals and alerts for this strategy, in the comment section down below, there is a link to my private Discord. Go and get involved there. We've already got so many people signing up, and it's really exciting to see the community growing there. But I did just want to go over this strategy today. As I said, it's been really good for me, super powerful strategy that's really been helping me with my trading and changing my life, to be honest, in terms of how well I've been able to actually trade and understand the markets. It's been so long, well, to be honest, I've never really felt like I've understood the markets and how they work fully. I've just kind of been guessing with strategies, but trading this strategy, I've actually started to realize and figure out how the markets actually work and how they function. And I always wondered why I was getting stopped out so much, and it's because the market is literally a stop loss hunting machine, and it'll go and find your stop losses and then reverse, and your trade would have worked out if you hadn't got stopped out. I mean, how many times have you took a trade and that your trade has got stopped out and then instantly gone in your direction and won? The market knows exactly where your stop loss is, and it will go and find it. And this is exactly why I always struggled so much with the markets. It's exceptionally frustrating knowing that you are right but getting stopped out so much. This used to happen to me all the time. But with this strategy, it really helped me to understand what exactly was going on with the markets, and also how to trade the markets to avoid this kind of thing happening to me. So I want to go over the strategy a little bit in this video, and then I'm going to show you a few examples. There's actually one right here, which is kind of a banger, that will explain and go over and see how it plays out. But as we can see, the strategy, we've got our market structure. You've got your accumulation, which is generally where you want to be looking for your trade. Starting to think about taking a trade here. What you're looking for is your liquidity sweep down below, and then you're looking for that nice V-shaped back up like this. Basically what you're looking for here is there's lots of liquidity generated down below here. As I was saying before, lots of people have got their long positions. For example, they'll have their stop loss down below this low. They know that if we're trading NASDAQ here, NQ, then they know that pretty much perma bullish and probably going to keep going up. But most of the time what will happen is the market will come down, sweep the liquidity out, take that liquidity, and then continue up without them and do something like this. But they'll obviously be stopped out of their position. There's lots of stop losses and liquidity generated below these lows. And generally what you want to see, you want to come down, you get that sweep, and then you want to see this big instantaneous V shape back to the upside with lots of momentum. This is generally what I look for. I look for these high momentum plays, and they generally work out in maybe like 3 or 4, 5, 6 candles, maybe 7 or 8 candles at the max, looking something like this. And what you're looking for is, on this move, you're looking for this nice fair value gap here to be created, this void in the market that can come back and get filled. As we know, when the market moves down quickly like this, it creates these gaps that don't have many orders in them, which means that when price comes back to these, they generally accelerate to them quite quickly, because there's not much there holding the price down, because people haven't really generated that many orders in that area because it's moved so fast, which is really interesting, because it means that the market can also move back up through this level really quickly. And this has been my entry condition that I've worked out from watching a few different guys. One of them being Dodgy, who's traded this for a good while now. This is one of his strategies that's worked really well for him. I've seen a few other people talking about it as well. So I've basically modified the strategy for myself and kind of boiled it down to the exact recipe that works for me. So generally what I'm looking for is then the strategy in itself. You've got your liquidity sweep below. You're looking for this nice V-shape back up, good momentum, nice big candles back to the upside would be really ideal. Also, if you're bouncing out of a massive gap to the side like this as well, to the left, this is also really good to see. This would be making the trade even better, in my opinion. If you're bouncing out of a big fair value gap to the left on a high time frame, followed by this reversal back around, this is obviously really nice to see. And then the entry condition is basically a close above this fair value gap, like so. Say, for example, if I just delete this, You come down, you get your nice V-shape back up, you close back above like this. Entry condition is I'm looking for a 1-for-1. Once we close back above, I'll enter the position. Stop loss is a close back below. So for example, if we come down and close like this, then I would close the position as a loss. What I'm looking for is a 1-to-1. We come up, we hit this. I take half the position off. Then I'll leave runners for clear liquidity points like here. And I'll probably leave a runner for the high of day as well. I think in the past 2 weeks, out of about 10, 15 trades I've taken, I think 4 of the trades have ran all the way back up to high of day and gone to all-time highs, because we are obviously trading at all-time highs on NQ, the NASDAQ in general, the stock market in the US. The indexes at the very least, as you can see, are all at all-time highs. So generally speaking, if you do get one of these good V-shapes, they can have a good chance of running back to the all-time high for a really big RR. So I like to leave a runner all the way to high of day, because there's also liquidity up here. You have to remember, once you've swept one side of liquidity, the natural draw for the market is back up to the next level of liquidity. And there'll be people up here that have got shorts in the market that are looking something like this. There'll also be liquidity up there to go and steal. So this is the entry model. I think this has worked really, really well for me. Obviously, like I said, I'll go over it one more time. You come down, you get liquidity sweep, nice V-shape back up, inverted fair value gap. You enter on the close above. Stop loss is a close below. You take half off at 1-for-1. You go break even, and then you leave the rest of the position to run up to your liquidity points, however far you get. This is the version of the strategy that works for me, and this is how I trade it specifically. And it's worked incredibly well for me in general on how well things have gone. So I did just want to show you this potential 3-minute example that I keep missing, these really, really textbook looking V-shaped patterns that I've been seeing in the markets a lot recently. You can see this was a lovely, lovely V-shape. We've got kind of not the cleanest liquidity sweep. As you can see, we've already swept this level here, but we did accumulate again. You can see overnight, we kind of accumulated sideways here. So you could argue this is the Asia session liquidity. And then we come down, coming into London Open, as you can see, we come down, we get this really nice. Let me show you in real time so you can see it playing out. So you've got your very clear, as I was saying before, you've got your accumulation, you've got your level here, down here that you want to sweep for your V shape. So you come forward, you're thinking, okay, the price is coming down. Come down, we've actually closed a candle below there, got the sweep, and you're thinking, okay, what's going to happen next? I'm waiting to see if we're going to get that nice V shape. And then I'm looking here, I'm thinking, okay, on the 3-minute here, we're forming a potentially really nice fair value gap, as you can see. And then what I'm looking for is that really big momentum back to the upside. You can see this is a great candle. First of all, this massive wick back to the upside, really, really good candle to see. Secondly, we get the next candle. We fully reversed that V shape there. This is a really, really great close. And then what I do is I'm looking to enter on this position here. Got your 1-for-1 that you're looking for. This would be the exact entry model of this position that's just happened an hour ago before recording this video. And then I'd basically be looking for targeting a 1-for-1. Didn't quite get it there. Still waiting. And then actually in real time here, we've actually come up and hit the 1-for-1. So this would have been a successful trade, 1-for-1 and break even. So I would have taken half my position off here. And then I would basically put the rest of this position to break even, and I would be looking to target some of these higher liquidity points, probably around halfway up. I would say halfway up this move, maybe somewhere like here as my next target, and then the final target up here at this wick, which I no doubt has got lots of stop losses above it, because everyone's thinking this is a really bearish rejection wick. This is never going to come up and get swept, and it probably will, to be honest. But that would be the trade. Absolutely perfect textbook example that happened not only literally an hour ago before I recorded this video, and it was a winner, which is really interesting, isn't it? So you can see this is all set at break even now. I'll go over it one more time and then I'll finish the video off, because I don't want to waffle too much and bombard you with too much information. But you can see you've got your accumulation, you come down, you get your liquidity sweep, you're looking for that nice fair value gap to be created. We created a really nice fair value gap here. Lovely momentum back to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candle V shape. Absolutely amazing momentum. Clearly a liquidity sweep followed by a reversal. Lovely bounce back to the upside. Close above the fair value gap. You take a 1-for-1 position, you wait for your first, either your stop loss or your 1-for-1 take profit to get hit. You can see we almost hit this very closely. Depending on your fill, you might have actually hit your 1-for-1 on this, and then took half your position off and then got stopped at break even by this candle down here. But you can see for this particular one, I didn't get stopped at break even because I didn't hit my 1-for-1. So basically, I'm waiting for the 1-for-1 to get hit. It did come and get hit here, as you can see. But then the rest of the position down here is at break even, letting the rest of it run. The other half, take another half here and then another half at that swing high. And that would be the way that I would trade the strategy. It's been working incredibly well for me. As I said, around an 80% win rate because of all these, the ways that I save myself with the break even so often is pretty incredible, to be honest. A really good way of trading. And I'll stop waffling now and let you go and enjoy your day. So thanks a lot for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you've got any questions. Also, if you want alerts and signals for this strategy, which has been doing absolute bits for me, please do go down in the description, sign up for the private Discord. I've had people signing up every day. It's been really, really incredible to see this community growing. And I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.